Hello children, welcome to another lesson in mathematics on geometry and measurement. I hope you've been keeping safe at home. Good! In today's lesson, we are still going to talk about transformation. Transformation. So by the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify certain features in transformation and also get at least 3 examples of activities that involves transformation. You remember we explained the word transformation in our previous lesson. What did we say it is? You've tried. Transformation is the movement of objects from its original state to a new position without changing the shape of the object. Which other word did we talk about? Flip. Good. What did we say it is? To turn over an object. The next word? Slide. To move an object along a surface. And the final word was, I'm waiting, rotate. And what did we say it is? To turn about at a fixed point. What are the types of transformation we talk about? Yes, we talked about 3 forms of transformation. 1, translation. Good. What does it mean to translate? Let's say, for example, I have a book at a point. This is the original position of this book. What will I do when I'm translating? Good, you've tried. That means I'm going to move this book from its original position to any direction of my choice. So I can choose to move to the top. I'm sliding on a surface. I can move back to the original position, slide to another position. Good. The second type of transformation, reflection. Reflection. What does it mean when we say reflection? Good. I still have a book in my hand. If I ask you to flip the leaves of this book, what are you going to do? You are going to turn the leaves over. So by turning the leaves over, you are flipping. And this is also used to describe reflection. So I'm going to turn the back of this book from this side to the other. I'm turning the other leaf also. The edge of this leaf was at this side, but when I flip, it turns to the other position. That is what we mean by reflection. What about the third type of transformation? Rotation. Rotation. And what does it mean? My ball in my hand. You remember our keyword. We said rotation means to turn about at a fixed point. So I have my ball at a fixed point. So when I turn it either in a clockwise or the anti-clockwise direction, it means I'm rotating. So rotation means to turn an object clockwise or anti-clockwise at a fixed point. Good. Now today, let's identify certain features that you need to take note of when you are transforming any object. Let's take a look at translation. Now, let's look at the features of this type of transformation, which is translation. Look at the object very carefully. What do you see? You see a square with how many points? 4 points. A, B, C, D. You can see another square at the other side. So what has happened to the first square? It has been translated to be A1, B1, C1, D1. But what shows that the object has been translated from its original position to a new position? The broken lines. So you can see the broken line from A to A1, B to B1, C, B, C1, D, D1. These are the features you need to take a good look at when you are transforming. Good. Do you remember this type of transformation? Reflection. Reflection. What is happening to the triangle? Triangle ABC, which is the original triangle, has been transformed. That means it has been reflected. Look at it carefully. Look at the position of the point. The reflected image is taking a different position. The points on the reflected image are taking different position. Look at A from the original position. When you look at the reflected position, it's at the other side, which is the right-hand side. These are the features I'm talking about. Look at the B from the original point, which was on the right-hand side. After it has been reflected, it turned into the left-hand side. The C, which was on the left-hand side, also moved to the right. But what is this line called? What is it doing here? This is the mirror line or line of reflection. This is the line on which the original object has been reflected. That is why it's called the mirror line or line of reflection. Let's look at the third type of transformation, which is rotation. What did we say rotation means? To move round about at a fixed point. You remember the way we moved this object in our previous lesson? We rotated our hat from the original position. We went round. We turned this because we assume it is going round about. We came to the green hat and our shape looked like this. Our last rotation was the blue one. So we moved round about. But what is the feature? The feature is that when you are moving clockwise or anti-clockwise, you should move 360 degrees. You move clockwise 360 or anti-clockwise 360. In this demonstration, we moved clockwise. 360 degrees means that you go round, you start from a point, you go round about, you don't break, so you come back to the first point. That is what I mean by 360 degrees. you perform various activities that involve transformation. I'm going to remind you of some of the activities you do. For example, when you skate on the tiles, what do? You slide from one position to the other. What else do you do again? When you sit on your merry-go-round, what do? You spin the merry-go-round. So by spinning, you are rotating. And I know you enjoy it so much. Some of you like reading storybooks. What do when you are reading your storybook? You turn over by flipping the pages. Some of you just want to look at pictures. So you flip and flip and flip. By doing that, you are reflecting. Now sit back and enjoy my song on position. Posi, 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 position. Turn over. Posi, 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 position. Turn over. Posi, 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 position. Slide to the left. Posi, 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 position. Slide to the right. Posi, 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 position. Rotation. Posi, 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 position. Rotation. Posi, posi, position. Hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Keep doing more activities on transformation. Till we meet again, bye-bye.